So should we let them in now or wait a bit?
Let them in, please.
Yeah, it's 10. Good morning. Welcome to all of you. Selamat pagi. I see some familiar names. I hope you had a good session last week. Okay, dah bersedia untuk sesi yang kedua. Okay, is my audio clear?
Yep.
Can. Alright, good. Selamat pagi semua, selamat datang. Welcome back to our second session. Okay, we will start in 2 minutes time. Dalam 2 minit lagi kita akan mula dengan sesi yang kedua untuk AR Engineering Exploration. Right? So I see a few familiar names here. Okay. We look forward to your participation. Okay, dalam 1 minit lagi kita akan bermula ya. Right, welcome semua, selamat datang, selamat pagi. Okay, so just a reminder, semua audio tu tolong mute kan. Video no problem, kalau nak tunjukkan video can, tapi audio lah ya. Okay, so it's 11 o'clock. So maybe while waiting for the rest to join, let me quickly introduce myself and my team today. Ya. So nama saya Ramesh, saya daripada Meranti Makers Lab, di mana kita buat program ni sempena dengan Minggu Sains Negara. Alright, so ada banyak program yang telah dibuat oleh Kementerian Sains sempena dengan Minggu Sains Negara. So program hari ini iaitu AR Engineering Exploration, AR Engineering Exploration and Challenge. So ada dua. Satu, we will teach you how to create a AR content. AR of course you know is Augmented Reality kan. Selepas tu ada satu cabaran. So we will give you a challenge. What you have to create and you win prizes. Right, so that is what we're going to do. So as I said, I am Ramesh and my duty is to bring you exciting programs. Saya buat banyak program dan dengan team saya. So untuk hari ini kita ada daripada team Meranti Makers Lab, we have Mr. Prabha, we have Mr. Joe Bayer, and we have Mr. Shukri. Shukri and Joe Bayer are actually our interns. Dia tengah belajar. So tengah belajar, dia buat program internship dengan Meranti Makers Lab and mereka membantu kita untuk membuat webinar hari ini. Right? So kalau ada apa-apa soalan, bolehlah tanya kita atau boleh terus kepada Cik Shukri atau Jobaya. I think you have got their contacts. Alright, so now we are sharp at 11:01. So I think dengan resmi kita akan memulakan sesi kita untuk program AR Engineering Exploration and Challenge. Kali ini sesi ini akan dibuat oleh Encik Jaya Garan. Cik Jaya Garan is one the founder of Texo. Texo, kalau if you Google search, you'll find that it is a very exciting startup company, syarikat startup, which is specializing on augmented reality and VR, virtual reality. Dia buat banyak service untuk industri, okay, untuk syarikat-syarikat dalam bidang oil and gas, dalam bidang pendidikan juga. So program yang kita buat hari ini is very much pendidikan. Okay, so apa Cik Jaya akan buat? Dia akan tunjuk cara menghasilkan AR. Okay, he'll teach you how to create your own AR content. Very, very exciting. And then we are also going to give you awards, prizes lah. Okay, the best 3 will receive prizes. Okay, so kali ni tajuk dia ialah engine parts and how it works. Okay, I was told Mr. Jaya akan tunjuk satu jet engine. Okay, and he's going to remove all the components in 3D dimension, and you can assemble it back. Pasang balik satu jet engine, right? This is going to be very, very exciting. And the one that can fix back or create a very good content will win prizes. So program atau cara program hari ini, lepas ni saya akan pass on this virtual space kepada Encik Jaya. And then at the end of the session, we will announce the winner. Okay, minggu lepas was the solar system kan? So kita dah pilih 3 pemenang. Okay, so the 3 winners will announce the prizes. And if you're within Klang Valley, you can come to our center and collect your prizes. Or if you're outside the Klang Valley, we will send you. Kita akan kirimkan hadiah-hadiah itu, 3 pemenang. Alright? Okay, then we will also share with you the link. Ada link untuk mendapatkan sijil. Semua peserta hari ini akan mendapat sijil. Dan juga yang ambil bahagian dalam pertandingan akan terima sijil, akan terima prizes. Okay, you'll receive your prizes. Alright? So, I hope we are clear with that. So, with that, I would like to pass on this space to Mr. Jaya.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ramesh. So, as Mr. Ramesh said, I just want to check if I'm audible. If I'm audible, can you give like thumbs up or any reactions? Okay. Cool. All right. Perfect. Okay. So, as Mr. Ramesh has said, so my name is Jaya. I'm from Texo. I'm a co-founder, and in Texo we do AR and VR predominantly, and we focus on education, industry, and oil and gas and constructions. So who here knows what is oil and gas? So can you like give hands up, raise or something? Who here knows what's oil and gas and why people use AR in oil and gas? The reason why I'm asking this question is because it might be related to what we are going to do today. Okay, so oil and gas use a lot of engineering. So to ease their workflow, they use AR in their systems. Okay, so I hope you can see my screen, right? Okay, if you can't see my screen, so do some reaction or text in the group or something. Okay. Okay, so we straight away start. Okay, let's say if you want to know more about Texo, you can always go to texo.co. But the website is, we are maintaining the website, but you can go to the YouTube link and see what we are trying to do. So I quickly show what we do. So these are things that we actually do in the education industry. So we do electronics, we do coding. We also do artificial intelligence, like animation, 3D animations for kids. Okay, so if you guys are interested, let us know. Arrange something for this. Okay, so all these toys were created by the kids themselves. Okay, so if you guys want to do this, just let us know. Cool. So that is on Texo. So just to give you a heads up on what is AR. So if you guys have joined previously, and I understand that you will, you have basic understanding what AR is, but I'll just give you a simple idea. Okay, as you can see over here, let me show you quickly. Show a simple one. Okay. Okay. As you can see in this video, the background is the actual reality, meaning our whatever we see right now. But the item on top is actually not there, right? Why it's not there? Because this was created by us. So it will be superimposed, or meaning, or in a simpler word, it will be put on top of the reality that we live in to give an immersive understanding on this particular product. So it can be a furniture, it can be a dinosaur, it can be like the imagination is just Unbound. Okay, so this is one of the things that we're going to do today. I hope you guys are excited for this experience. So, okay, so in order for us to try like hands-on, like we want to try this hands-on, right? Okay, I would suggest you guys to go to this URL. So it's onirix.com. So try to go there, and then uh, I'll guide you on how we can log in. Okay. But previously we had some issues on using the Gmail account that you guys have, like the school Gmail account. If you guys have other email, I would strongly suggest to use that. So don't go to organization, don't go there, go to login and try to create your credentials over here. And then just go to access on Erix. Okay. These are basic stuff, so I don't want to use too much of time over here. But if you have any questions, you can always text in the group or Mr. Shukri or Mr. Joe. If you have any issues in logging in. Okay, I don't want to go too much into logging in today. I don't want to spend too much of time over here. So we can straight away jump into what we're going to see. Okay, so I will be joining us. So this once you are in, um, so this is what's the first thing that you're going to see. Okay, so what Honorix is going to do is it's going to help us to create these awesome experiences. Okay, so right after you guys see this, right, you go to projects, and so this is the previous one we did, and you go to create projects, and you can name the project and name it engine. Okay. Um, okay, engine. And then we create theme. Okay. And then please don't choose image. Please choose surface. And you can name the scene one. Okay. Scene one. Okay. And then I'll create this AR scene and wait for it to load. Okay. Do you have any questions until here? If it's good enough, just give me a thumbs up. Okay, so that I can continue. Just give me a thumbs up. All right. Okay. So okay, before we go into this, I would strongly suggest you guys to I hope you guys have access to this Google Drive. So please download these files. Okay, so let's download one by one. Okay, and open it. All right. Okay. So we have those files over here, and then we go to Honorix. Once you have downloaded these files, okay. Once you've downloaded these files, you go to Asset Library over here. Okay, Asset Library, and then we add asset. Okay, this is the add asset button. So it will ask you to upload that file. Okay, so just drag that item. This is the one of the 3D models that I've downloaded from the link. Okay, so you can name it. Okay, advanced. Okay. And you can just all these are okay. These are selected. Make sure these are selected, and you just click upload. Okay, and it might give you a warning because you know the 3D model that we are uploading is a FBX model. Okay, I'll explain on what is FBX later on. Okay, so we wait until it uploads. say take some time a bit. Until here, I hope everything is clear until here, right? If you have any questions, just straight away ask in the chat box so that we can
Uh,
help you out.
I can't log in.
Okay, for the logging in part, I would suggest to seek help from Mr. Shukri or Mr. Joe. So, because it might take some time. I'm so sorry because we have very limited time. So, we don't want to spend too much of time in logging in. Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay, so we have uploaded one of the files and then let's upload other files. So, the reason why I'm uploading one by one is because previously we had issues in uploading everything at one go. So I would strongly suggest to upload them one by one. Okay. Have some patience. It's taking some time to upload. Okay, while it's uploading, let me explain on what is GLB and what is FBX. Okay. So as you can see, the files that we have uploaded are actually FBX files. Okay. Okay, so in a 3D model, there will be, okay, let me just drag this so that you can understand a better way. Okay. So right after we upload, we just drag that object to the scene and then wait. Okay, so this is how the object might look like. Okay, it's super cool. Jet engine. Okay. Um, all right. Okay. As you can see, in a 3D model, we have two elements. Okay. One is the model itself, and then the texture. Texture is what gives it colors. Okay. As you can see, there are colors like there's white, there's gray, there's black. All these colors are called textures. Okay. So this texture, I hope you guys understand the meaning of embedding, right? Embedding meaning it's baked on that object themselves. Okay. So in these two types of elements, one is GLB, dot GLB, and dot FBX. I know and I understand this is too much technical, but I hope you guys, I want you guys to understand because we are, you know, we want to be smart in this subject, right? So FBX is something that already has texture, and GLB has a texture outside of this particular 3D model. So what GLB does is it embeds this texture on top of this. So even if you upload FBX model, it will become GLB. So I would strongly suggest, let's say you want to try later on, if you want to upload any files, I would strongly suggest to find a GLB file. You can go to, you can just search like .glb download, and then it'll give you like 3D models to download. Okay, this is later on. Okay. All right. Okay. So that's one of the parts. So let's, okay. As you can see, this is the canvas, and we imported this 3D model over here. And when we click, okay, this is move. As you can see, this is move, this is rotate, and this is scale. Okay. So when I click move, you can move that object in 3D space. And when we click rotate, you can rotate them in 3D space. And when you click scale, you can scale them, meaning you can make them big or small, like in 3D space. Okay. Let's say something wrong happens. So you guys just undo. Undo is Control Z, Control Z. So we just Control Z it. Okay. I did too much of undo. Okay. Good. All right. So over here, we imported one file which is called the body, which you can find it in the sorry, you can find it in the Google Drive, right? Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's say you guys are in this panel. I want you guys to close this and, okay, and then create this. And you can, if you can see this button, you hover over, you say new collection. Okay, just click new collection. It will create new collection, and then you can name it. Okay. Then you grab this and put it in this folder. It's kind of like a folder or like a parent object that can hold other objects. Okay. You want to change the lighting. I need to change the lighting. I'm just changing the lighting a bit. If you want to change the lighting, you can do so. Okay. And then go to asset library again and bring in the fan. Okay. Okay, as you can see the fan, these are the fan. Okay. And just make it align accurately within the body. Okay. Might be difficult a bit, but I'm pretty sure you guys can do it. Okay. All right. Okay. So I've aligned it properly, as you can see. And then we have another fan. So we import them as well. Okay. And then we click the rotate and we rotate them and try to align them accordingly. So it should be within the body. Okay. Within the body. All right. A bit more. All right. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So for the people who are wondering what an engine is, let me just show you. This is basically a jet engine. So what is a jet engine? So jet engine will be used in rockets and yeah, mostly rockets, right? So what happens here is the fuel will go in and it will rotate the fan, right? When the fan rotates, it creates thrust so that rocket can lift off, right? So how are we going to show that these fans are going to rotate? So we have to show that it's going to rotate, right? So that people understand that this is a jet engine. Okay, so in order for us to do that, we drag this fan, put it in the folder or the collection that we've created. Make sure it's named properly so that you don't mix it up. Okay, so all these three items will be under this engine. Okay, until now, do you have any questions? You can just text in the uh, chat box. Okay, if you are good to go, just give us a thumbs up. Don't see any thumbs up. Anyone? Any questions? Okay, there is someone raising hand. Mr. Shukri or Mr. Joe, can you help us to communicate? Like, I think someone has some issues. Okay, if you guys are okay, I think I can move on. Like, if you want me to move on, just give me a thumbs up. Sorry. I don't see any thumbs up. Okay. If you don't want me to, okay, Mr. KJL has some issues. Mr. KJL, do you want Miss or Mr. KJL? Do you want to tell us what's the issue? Okay, I hope we can help you on this later on. Okay, I'll just, because I don't want to spend much time on this. This session will be recorded and will be uploaded in YouTube, so you guys can view it and then follow step by step, right? So even when you are like viewing and doing step by step, you can always text us, text Mr. Shukri and Mr. Joe, and so that we can help you guys. Okay, good. Okay, so I assume you guys have understood until now. I'm sorry, the time is very limited, so I'll just move on what we want to do right now. Okay, so as you can see, we've aligned all those objects into the body. So when you click the body, you can see something called opacity. So what is opacity? Opacity is to show whether this particular item will be visible or not. Okay, so this is opacity. So we don't want to show the body of the jet engine, but we want to show the fans that's rotating, right? So we click that body, make sure it's selected, and go to opacity and make sure this is in around 15%. Okay, so this is only visible 15%. Okay, and then we make sure this does not receive any shadows. Make sure this is unselected, and then so this is good to go. Okay, this is good enough. Okay, and then this is the coolest part. Okay, this I find it. In the previous session, we found a few students had some issues in this, but I'll go slow on this. Right? Okay, so you select the front fan. Okay, and oh, sorry. Okay, you select the body. Okay, you select the body, and then go to events. Okay, events. Click the plus button. Okay, and then in this plus button, you select click. Okay, and then in the click, you go to rotation. Search for rotation. Rotation. Okay. After clicking rotation, you select fan. Okay, and then make sure in the x-axis, we go about 80. Okay, in the x-axis, the rest all will be 0. Okay, and make sure this small checkbox is checked. Okay, the loop checkbox is checked. Okay, and then click save. Okay, wait for it. All right. So I'll show you what we are trying to do right now. Okay, and then we click on body again and go to events again. Make sure you see these events under the parentheses. You see one. Okay, which means we already have one event. So we trying to make another event. You click. Okay, go here. We do the same thing. Click. Go to actions. Go to rotation. All right, perfect. But this time we select another fan, which is the fan 2. Okay, fan 2, and then make sure the x-axis is, we make this 100, and also make sure this is loop. Don't forget to save. Okay, so we save it. All right, so cool, all good. And I want it to be a little bit small. So how do we make sure? Okay, so this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and with that axis, right? But we want all of them to be in the same scale. You can either type one by one over here, but or to make life easier, we scroll here, and when we highlight in the middle, as you can see over here, everything turns yellow. So if we go there, then we make it smaller. All right, perfect. Now it's 0.6. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so what does this? What is this going to do? The events. Okay, so in order for us to visualize, so we click this 3D viewer. Okay, and let it load for a while. Might take some time. Okay, so as you can see, this is the thing. And when we click, see that it loads, I mean it rotates. So this is how a jet engine works. So the thrust is going to be from here. So the fuel will be coming in, and then this fans will be rotating. So you can visualize this in this panel, this 3D viewer planner. Okay, so we can close this. But how are we going to view this in 3D? Okay, so as you can see, this particular AR test button. Okay, click this. So it's going to give you a. Okay. If someone asked, is fan 2 is a clone of fan 1? It's not actually. If you go to the thing, this is fan 1 and fan 2 are two different objects. Okay. So these are fan 1, fan 2. Okay. So make sure these are two different files. Someone asked this question. So make sure there are two different items in the folder, right? So one is fan 1, one is fan 2. Okay. So make sure you download both. Okay. All right. Okay. So as I've said, you can scan this. I've already pre-recorded this section. I can show this how it's going to look like. Okay, so right after you scan, it will show a small square, which will create this, which will detect the flaw. Okay, so make sure it detected the flaw, and then once you've clicked, it will create the 3D model that you created. Okay. So as you can see, it's floating, and when we click, it will start to rotate. All right. Hello. Sorry, had some issues with the internet. Okay. Hope you guys can see me. Okay. Oh, no questions. Any questions? Okay. If no questions, I want to show something that I find it very useful. Okay. Setting the search. This we go to a place called Sketchfab. Okay. Sketchfab. Okay. And here you can find 3D objects. Okay. So you can search for any 3D objects. So for example, let me just search for. I've searched for fire and then it gave me this. This is a 3D model, right? Okay. You can go to download 3D model over here and then make sure this is GLB, as I've said. GLB, download. Okay. So once you've downloaded it, so you can, once you've downloaded it, you go to asset library, you add this file. It's going to add. So this is just a suggestion, okay? So later on, I will explain on why we're trying to do. So let me just quickly do this and then I'll quickly explain on what is it, okay? Okay, so the fire is here. Wait. Here, you can see this is there, it's not. Oh, it's not. Okay. Sometimes this happens, okay? The 3D models over here, but the gizmo is over here. Okay, sometimes it might happen. This is due to how the model was created. Okay, so in order for you to have like the experience on this, I would suggest to create a collection, name it file, okay, and then put this in it, and then click this object, make sure it's here, and then I'm just trying to align it so that it's easy for us to play with it later on. Okay. Just put it over here. And when we click, right now we can already drag it on its axis. Okay. So we rotate here. This. Then voila, we have a fire breathing engine. Okay. Right. In reality, it won't look like this, but this is somehow how it looks like. Okay. So we can play. You see, this is how it looks like. Okay. But this model, I think it comes with a 3D model. Okay. Someone asked a question that how to rotate the engine again. Okay. I'm not sure if the question is mainly for the body alone or the engine. I mean, the engine is the collection, right? The main collection, right? Okay. So I assume that you guys have dragged these objects into the collection, which I called it engine. Okay. And after you've added all these objects into the collection, you click this main parent or main collection. You click this and then go to rotate over here. So the question was how to rotate the engine. So okay, before I quickly write this. Okay, so click this engine, okay, and then you can rotate it. So after you click this, you click here the rotate one. Okay, click this, and then you can rotate. Okay, so however you want, you can rotate it. Okay, any other questions? You can always text through the chat box. Okay. So I want to do another event. Go to click, go to play animation, go to file, select animation, there is an animation, and then we loop it. Okay. I hope I wasn't too fast. Okay. So when you wait, let me do this again. I think I was too fast. Okay. You go to the body, you click this body, you go to click, you click the events, click the plus button, go to click, select action type. Now instead of rotate, you click play animation. Okay. And then you go to fire, okay, fire, and then take this animation, you select that animation and make sure this is in loop. Okay. And see. Okay. I'm just trying to play it, see whether it works. Okay, when I click, it works. All right, so we have a fire breathing jet engine. Okay, so the 3D model of the fire is not included in the uh, folder. I think I can upload it now. Later on, you guys can try it. Okay. Okay, so the reason why I added that was just to give you a basic understanding on the jet engine. But if you guys want to be more creative, because today's competition or the assignment or what if you want to call it is going to be creativity. So we're going to create this engine or with all these elements, but on top of that, I want you guys to be as creative as possible. You guys can have anything. It doesn't have to be fire. You can go to, as I've showed you, go to Sketchpad. You just type in anything that you want to download. So you download that particular file and just try to upload it over here and animate it. Okay, that is the assignment. And the most creative submission will receive a great prize. All right. So any question on the assignment part? I mean the experience part. Anyone? Was I too fast in explaining that? Please suggest. Or if it's good enough, just give a thumbs up if you guys understood what I said. All good? Thumbs up. Give some reaction. Give that emoji, the smiley emoji. Okay, someone wants to. Okay, Mr. Shan is giving thumbs up and a hand raise. So, do you have any question, Mr. Shan? Okay, cool. No issues. You can always text in the chat box. No issues. Okay. Okay. Thumbs up. Anyone? Any questions? Okay, this is all from my side. I'm actually done with the experience. But if you guys have any questions, I'm here to help you guys. Okay, please text or give some emoji bombs. Okay, so there is a hand raise. Miss Honey, I guess. Okay. Okay, so this is for this this week's experience. But okay, so before we leave, I want to show last week's winners. Okay, I can present it. Cool. Okay, so these are the winners for last week. Okay, are you guys ready? So last week, the third prize goes to Miss Khatija. Right, she had a very beautiful experience. I think I can show the experience. But this is her experience. So all the planets were aligned properly, and as you can see, one of the planets actually rotating on the uh, other side, because that's how our galaxy works. Okay, so which was very accurate. That was very impressive, and the way she shot the AR experience was also very impressive. Okay, so kudos to Miss Khatija. Okay, the next one is going to be Kristen Casey. I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. Kristen Casey. So this is their experience. So, so as you can see, they also have all the 9 celestial bodies which are rotating, and yeah, this is impressive as well. And there's no collision or anything. This is amazing. So kudos to Kristen Casey, and the winner, the best experience is by Mr. Zulfadli Al Fahmi. I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong again. Okay, so this is particularly very impressive because if you guys notice, I think I can pause somewhere. He actually has a moon, which I don't think it was taught during that event, but it's there, and it's almost like if you notice the how to say, the planets are almost accurate to the ratio of their size, which is very impressive. Uh, he has a very strong understanding on the planets and how they work. So this is amazing. So the main reason why he was chosen as the winner is because he has the ratio of the size of the planets are pretty accurate. So this is really impressive. So kudos to Mr. Zul. All right. So he's going to get a micro drone, and the second prize is going to get this Atom the Dot, and then the third prize is going to be Simplify for Monster Escape. Okay, so you guys can get these prizes as well if you give us this great experience with this. Be as creative as possible. Just try. There's no how to say. There's no limitations on imaginations. You can put a person 3D model over here. You can put a face over here. You want to be funny, or you want to create some text. You want to create informations. That's up to you guys. I leave it to you guys. Just be as creative as possible, and we see who has the best creative experience in this 3D engine. Okay. Any questions? Anyone? Oh, I think I should show the QR on submission, right? So this week's submission should be to this QR code. Take a screenshot of it, and you guys can claim the certificate through this as well. So
Yeah, and Shukri and Joe can also share the link. I think we also have the link. So can put the link in the chat so that those who want to copy the link can also copy the link in the chat.
right, and there was a question someone asked on why I place Why the question was, may I know why we set the body on event instead of the fan? Okay, very good question. You can actually do that. It's just for ease of experience, right? Because the body is big, it's easy to click in an in AR space, right? But if you guys can click on the fan, no issues. If you get to click, no issues. You can create the event over here as well, no issues at all. Okay, so it's up to you guys, but it's just for the ease of experience during the AR. Okay. Okay, so how one of the question was how we going to send the submission is by recording the AR experience through the mobile phone. Okay, so once you are done with the experience, you build everything. You go to this QR code, and then you just open your QR scanner app. You scan this with your mobile phone. Once you scan, it will go to the experience. Okay, as I've shown before. I think I will add that file in Google Drive as well, so that you guys understand how we want to add that experience. Okay, so quickly, I'll show you. I'll show you guys what it is. Okay, so this is how it's going to be. So if you want to rotate, also there are marks on how you shoot that AR experience. So please make sure you shoot that event properly and make sure everything is visible. Okay, so I'll upload that file into the experiences. I mean into the folder as well. Okay, any questions? Any other questions? Please ask the question before we leave. Okay, the another question was from Makerspace themselves. So we would strongly suggest the submission should be from a mobile device. Okay, not from okay wait, not from here, not from a screenshot of the screen. Okay, not from the 3D viewer of this. No, we want it to be on AR because our session is AR experience, right? So a lot of people gave this as a screen record. We don't want this. We want it to be on AR space. Okay. If you guys don't really understand what is AR space, please text us regarding that. Okay.
And with regards to the closing date, Jaya, so the closing date for this challenge will be on the 20th of August.
Okay.
20th of August, midnight, so by
Okay.
11:59, the link will be closed. So this will give you additional 3 days. We don't want to rush you, so that if you want to add more creativity, more features, you do not have to rush it by doing it today. We give you 3 days. Right, so by 20th, 11:59 p.m., we will close the link.
That's perfect. Another question was, does the body have to be transparent when submitting? Not really. It's up to you guys. If you guys can show in a better way, you want to change color or anything, it's up to you guys. No, there's no, as I've said, there's no limitation on creativity. As long as the body is there, the fan is rotating, that is good enough. Just make sure you guys are as creative as possible. I'm eagerly waiting for your submissions. I just want to see how creative you guys are. All right, and the link for the Google form is in the Q&A tab. So if you guys can check on that, please let us know. All right. The closing date is going to be, as Mr. Ramesh has suggested, is going to be on 20th August, 11:59 p.m. Okay, any questions? If there's no questions, I think that's all from my side. please text Mr. Shukri or Mr. Joe if you have any questions. Okay. I think that's all from my side, Mr. Ramesh.
Okay, thank you so much, Jaya. All right, so we have come to an end for today's session. Congratulations to the winners. I'm so impressed with the ideas and the creativity they have expressed. And so I think last week's one was the first challenge. Therefore, there must have been a lot of difficulties or uncertainties. This week is much clearer. So those who have stayed on for the second week, thank you so much. I think this gives you a lot of interesting experience, how to create contents with AR. And the best part is you have a chance to win exciting prizes. So if you've seen the prizes today, interesting kan? Yang ada yang terima hologram, you have got Atom and that it's a very nice stamp kit. And the main winner gets to win a drone as well. So next week, we will be giving out the same prizes, right? So all those who would like to win these prizes, please please come up with good ideas and not good ideas, develop this content as what Mr. Jaya has given. All right, and then submit. All the instructions are given. If anything that is you're not very clear, then please text to Joe Bayer or Shukri, whose contact numbers are given. Right. So with that, once again, thank you all for joining this session. Thanks, Jaya, for the wonderful sharing session. And this program was brought to you by Meranti Makers Lab as part of the Minggu Science Negara, sponsored by the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation. All right, it's an ongoing program. Actually, we have got lots of programs lined up right up to 30th of October. So if those teachers, parents interested, please get in touch with us and we can see how we can do more programs as part of the Minggu Science Negara celebration. Right? With that, thank you also to our team, that is Mr. Prabha, Joe Bayer, and Shukri, for managing this session. Aina is also monitoring this session. Thanks, Aina, for your back-end support. Anything else from my team you'd like to mention before we close this session?
I think we have to take a picture before we leave.
Okay, great. So all of you, please switch on your cameras.
Yeah.
Prabha, you're muted. You want to say something?
Yeah, just on everybody's camera, please. All the participants, we would like to take a group photo.
Okay, great. Yeah. Cameras on, smile. Shanli, I like your background. It's very nice.
Please on your cameras. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, interesting. Very good, nice poses that you have. Everyone else, we have got now 75 of you still on the following this session. Are we ready? Who's taking the snapshot?
Sir, I'll be taking the snapshot, sir.
Okay, so what do we say? We say Minggu Science Negara. Can we say Minggu Science Negara? Can? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Minggu Science Negara. If you're muted.
Minggu Science Negara.
That's right. Great. So this is part of part of celebrating the Minggu Science Negara programs brought to you by Meranti Makers Lab in collaboration with STEM for All Makerspace. Guys, thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you for our final session next week and perhaps even more exciting prizes to be given. All right. So Jaya, you'll be conducting the next week's session also?
Yes.
Excellent. All right. So with that, any further questions, you can just post it to our groups or you can chat with Joe Bayer or Shukri. Is that okay? I think we got 1 more minute. So let's maximize the session. 1 more minute. Anybody wants to say anything?
No.
Okay, all clear. You had a good time?
No.
Yep. Great.
No.
Okay. Yep. So we will see you next week. So we will close this session for today. Bye. Bye-bye all. Thanks, Jaya. It was a wonderful session today.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.